That looks like a pretty good looking dive to me. However, we will consult with the expert. Joining me now, Officials Program Director for Diving Canada, Nancy Brawley. Good morning.
Good morning.
In your opinion, how was that dive?
Actually, that dive was what they use as a lead up for going higher, up to the 10-meter tower. And what you want to look at on that is what the takeoff was like and what the diver did in the air. And she actually did a great job. She jumped high. She had a really, really nice tight pike, and her toes were pointed, her legs were straight. That's all we want.
How long have you been an international diving judge?
Oh my goodness, over 30 years.
What do you love about it?
I just love the sport of diving. It's been a passion of mine since I was about 11 years old. I was an athlete, a coach, an administrator, a judge, and a judge, and then a judge. So
It's stuck.
It's stuck, yeah. And it is a very, very great way to stay involved in a sport that's part of your life. And our sport is a family. So no matter where I go in the world, I keep connecting with people that are part of my diving family. And so judging is a great way to do it.
So now, what is the difference between what a coach is looking for and a judge is looking for?
So a coach's job is to take a look at all of the pieces that make a dive, break it apart, and try to figure out, okay, what do I need to fix here, here, or here in order to make the dive better? As a judge, I have to shut down all of that stuff in my brain, and I have to sit there and, okay, what picture is that diver painting for me when they do their dive? Okay, and I normally have an idea of what a perfect dive would look like, and so I've always got that as my benchmark. So when I'm judging them, that's what I use.
So now we've got athletes coming from all over the world to the Gillette Canada Cup this weekend. What caliber of athletes can people who might want to come and watch expect to see?
Well, these are mostly divers that are the top in their country. So it's a year after the Olympics, so you'll see some new divers that are new to the international scene. So they're building towards the 2016 Olympic Games. And you'll also see veterans that have been around for, at least 1 or 2 Olympics. And so you'll get a really, really good mix there. So it's the young up-and-comers and the ones who have been there, and they're going to try to maintain their podium status.
So now I know you've done some judging for the London 2012 Olympics, and you've seen me do a few dives this morning. All right, let's just give me a minute here to get toweled off. Becoming a pro. You're really letting me lift the hard here this morning. Why do I see all of the divers with these chamois on the top of the towers?
Well, it's something that takes all of the water off of their skin, and it stops them from slipping when they're in their tuck position or pike position, and it's a whole lot lighter than a towel.
Yes, definitely. That big bulky towel will be tough up there.
Easier to pack.
Okay, so you've seen me do a few dives this morning. Moment of truth. Let me see what you've got.
Well, I'm going to show the camera first.
Why the half? Why 8.5?
Because, well, there's a couple of reasons. I saw the first dive you did off there, and it was kind of iffy. The dive that you did when we just judged, it was fantastic. You corrected all of the things that you were told to correct. So from my perspective as a judge, that's fantastic. So that's why I gave you the 8.5.
Very flattering judge, and also a good coach.
Of course, of course.
So now for people who maybe haven't seen the Gillette Canada Cup before, it's definitely worth the trip this weekend.
It is, it is. You'll see all the top divers from there's 16 countries that are here, top divers from each of those countries. And you'll see a bunch of newcomers because it's the year after the Olympics, so there's some new kids that are coming out. This will be their, some of their first experiences, but you'll see some of the older ones that have been around for a long time, and they'll be fantastic.
Great. You can head to the Diving Canada website to buy tickets or get them at the door.